Do you find yourself snapping at the people you love most after a long day at work? Coming home so emotionally drained that you have nothing left to give to your partner, family, or friends. If work stress is bleeding into your relationships and creating distance with the people who matter most, you're not alone. Today we're going to talk about something most productivity videos won't tell you. How to protect your relationships when work feels overwhelming, and why maintaining these connections isn't just nice to have. It's essential for your mental health and long-term success. The hidden cost of work stress. Here's what happens when work stress takes over. You come home running on empty. Your patience is gone, your emotional bandwidth is depleted, and suddenly the people who love you most are getting your worst self. Maybe you're constantly checking emails during dinner. Maybe you're too mentally exhausted to really listen when your partner talks about their day. Maybe you're canceling plans with friends because you're just too tired to show up. And here's the cruel irony. The more isolated you become, the harder it gets to handle work stress. Your relationships are actually your greatest resource for resilience, but they're often the first casualty when work gets overwhelming. The transition ritual. One of the most powerful tools I've discovered is creating a transition ritual between work and personal life. This isn't just about physically leaving the office. It's about mentally and emotionally shifting gears. Here's what this looks like. Before you interact with your loved ones, take 10 to 15 minutes to decompress. This could be taking a walk around the block, sitting in your car for a few minutes and doing breathing exercises, changing into comfortable clothes while consciously taking off your work persona, writing down 3 things from your workday in a journal to help your mind let go. The key is signaling to your brain. Work mode is over. Relationship mode is beginning. The energy allocation strategy. Think of your emotional energy like a bank account. Most of us spend everything at work and then try to give from an empty account at home. Instead, try this. Reserve 20% of your emotional energy for your relationships. This means not scheduling back-to-back meetings that drain you completely. Taking real lunch breaks to recharge. Setting boundaries on how much emotional labor you'll take on at work. Protecting some energy for the people who matter most. The connection micro-moments. You don't need hours of quality time to maintain strong relationships. Sometimes it's about maximizing the micro-moments. When you first see your partner after work, make eye contact and ask one genuine question about their day. Put your phone away during the first 30 minutes you're home. Send a quick text to a friend during your coffee break. Leave a loving note for your partner before you go to work. These small gestures create connection without requiring massive time investments. The communication framework. Be honest about your capacity. Instead of pretending everything is fine or taking your stress out on others, try this approach. I've had a really draining day at work, and I want to be present with you. Can I have 20 minutes to decompress? And then I'd love to hear about your day. This does 3 things. 1, it acknowledges your state without making it their problem. 2, it shows you value the relationship. 3, it gives you the space you need to show up better. The boundary conversation. Have explicit conversations with your loved ones about work boundaries. When are you available for non-emergency calls or texts? What does disconnected time look like in your household? How can they support you during particularly stressful work periods? What signals can you give when you need space versus when you need connection? The weekly relationship check-in. Schedule 15 minutes each week to check in with your most important relationships. How has work stress affected our connection this week? What do you need from me that you're not getting? What can I do better to show up for you? How can we protect our relationship during busy work periods? The stress sharing strategy. Instead of bottling up work stress or dumping all on your partner, try structured sharing. Set a 10-minute timer. Share what's stressing you about work. Ask for what you need, advice, just listening, or help problem solving. Then consciously shift the conversation to your relationship and their world. The long-term perspective. Remember, your career is important, but it's not the only important thing. Years from now, you won't remember most of the work crises that feel urgent today, but you will remember whether you nurtured the relationships that matter most. This isn't about achieving perfect balance. That's a myth. It's about being intentional with your energy and making sure that work stress doesn't quietly erode the connections that make life meaningful. The people who love you didn't sign up to get the leftovers of your energy. They deserve the best of you, not just what's left of you. Start with one strategy from this video. Maybe it's the transition ritual, maybe it's the energy allocation, or maybe it's just having an honest conversation about boundaries. Your relationships are not separate from your well-being. They're central to it. When you protect them, You're not just being a good partner or friend. You're investing in your own resilience and happiness. Which relationship in your life needs the most attention right now? Let me know in the comments. And if this video helped you think differently about work-life balance, hit that subscribe button for more content about managing stress and maintaining what matters most. Remember, you can be successful at work and still show up for the people you love. It just takes intention. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.